I don't remember it as well as you.
Yeah,
do.
I'm the only one that tells it. Dude, I don't know how you don't remember that. That's the fucking craziest thing that's ever happened to me.
Are we about to tell it?
No, we're gonna leave
It
it
seemed
out.
like we're about to.
You should go lower. Can you go lower? That's it.
Is this one?
No, that's just as low as it goes. Can we get
I'm
can,
gonna-
can we get a?
I can stick that little thing underneath the lens.
No, it's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, we're good.
Is my head getting cut off?
Can you zoom out? Do it as or you zoom, oh no, this is good. Yeah, yeah, you're fine.
So.
Are we good with this? Does this need to be brighter? I can change that. I can change that.
Yeah, I think everything should be brighter. We're a little. You want me to bring this forward a little bit so we get more?
Yeah, and I'm gonna. How's that? Is that not colorful enough? It's brighter. There you go. Look at this. Look at our podcast, Julian. Look how far we've come.
Look how much we've come.
Look at all of my cum.
All right.
Listen to it. You can hear it. No idea what noise I should put in there.
Something gross. Something gross.
Well, we can get a little greener in there. A little greener in there. Give me some green in
Speaking of green, top of the morning to you. It's goddamn St. Patrick's month.
And how do you do? And hi.
Happy spring.
Hi. Happy first day of spring.
Welcome.
Happy last day of back.
Too.
What's our podcast name? Hi, welcome. Oh, wait.
Happy days of spring.
Did we say the whole thing? Did we fuck it up?
We did it once.
Hi.
Welcome
Back.
to. Hi.
Welcome back to.
I don't give a shit. However you want to say
None
it.
of them have
Whatever, whatever lingo fits your gringo. That's what they say down in Newport.
That's like a shirt that you'd see in Kohl's.
Yeah. Why is it that
One of them's folded nicely, and then the four underneath them are just like mashed.
you ever been to the beach?
I've never heard of her.
Why does the beach have such a big market for fucking the worst shirts you've ever seen on God's green earth? Just like either it's like, do you want your favorite celebrity drawn terribly with a giant head, and I'll paint it right in front of you onto this shirt, and then you're just like, give me Donald Trump. Everyone will take it to the holiday party. It's gonna go wild.
Concept for this shirt. How many letters in one sentence do you think we can spell with a weed leaf? Go.
If you want it bad enough, you can get through just about the Declaration of Independence with just weed leaves.
It's just how they're rotated and what size they are.
I have live, laugh, love, and weed leaves on my back, but yeah,
I will go back to live, laugh, love, and weed leaves.
it's a little sore.
Oh,
That'd be a great podcast. What is that? Live, laugh, love, and weed leaves. So you're just
it's just fun to say. It doesn't really make sense.
No, I think it's like Midwestern 40-year-old women,
Mm-hmm.
just like
They have the haircuts you're thinking of.
just super powerful soccer moms that also get high
Powerful.
as shit. And they're
They
advocates
grow.
for weed, and they
Uh-huh.
just like show off all their different shit. And they're just like, "This is my grinder, Devin." Not again.
Not
Every
again.
episode, we have to have this talk. Anyway, this grinder is the shit, as we like to say here on the show.
On the show.
You can get yours. It's got Mandy's face on it. They're working on the one with mine. They said it was going to come out at the same time.
I would watch that show.
I'd watch the fuck out of that show.
yeah,
Where
that's
is that
wonderful.
channel, bro?
Mhm.
Dude, I'll
Wait,
be
how
as
do we
loud
make
as I
that?
need to be.
I would
As long
produce it.
I want to keep being the loudest thing
Okay.
you've ever heard.
No, okay, I can make that happen.
No, just the other day I was listening and I was like, "Oh, where our levels? Our levels are everywhere."
Episode to episode, it is a.
Because I left I left it playing out loud, and I don't remember what bit I did, but I got on the mic for a long time, and It got so loud, and I was like, "Oh, please, whatever I'm saying, I'm about to stop." Right, and I just kept going.
I can't. I honestly don't know which one.
Which bit?
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter. Point is, you're peeking. Welcome back to you're
peeking. That's a great episode. That's a great actual show name.
You're peeking.
Yeah, if
What's
we
it
have
about?
that, it's just we
Pitch it to me.
keep doing
Pitch it to me. You have
we-
30 seconds.
we keep doing what we're doing, and you hire people, and you get enough people to do what they're doing, and everybody's all doing it. We're all together doing it. Who's to stop us? Who's to say? You let me know.
I'm in. You have my money. You have my agreement.
Thank you.
Take it and run.
Run.
Do our country proud.
Run.
That's how most business deals end. If you didn't know, by the way. They say, we're happy to do business with you. Oh, my God, it's been a pleasure. We love your city. Oh, my gosh. And then they shake your hand, and then, they say, run. And then you have to sprint out of the office as fast as they can because they are now required to try and kill you before you leave to get the money back.
And the thing is, you have to remember it's whoever says run first. So, but if you say it at the same time, then it's kind of like jinx. You have to say it again.
Yeah.
You have to say double.
Just wait by the door.
Yeah.
Have the meeting by the door.
Get bigger doors. So more people can.
My neck's been itchy.
That's good.
That's all I gotta say.
That's good. All your
Hold on, let me check my notes.
nerves are going right. Let me tell you something that happened to me the other day. And
Here it is. My neck's itchy.
Thank you for that. Thank you for doing all that for me, just for me.
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I'd do it again.
My parents came down to visit.
Oh.
And we went out to
Didn't stop by. All right, it's fine. Go ahead.
I don't know, tight schedule, Julie.
Lots to see. Metro Phoenix.
So we went to dinner over at this restaurant right over here. It's like across that like street right there. It's literally in that.
Okay.
It's right over there. So we walked instead of driving to a different place. And as we were walking, we were waiting at like the crosswalk for the light to turn. And there was also somebody waiting in like the left-hand turn lane to like make a U-turn or turn left. They were waiting for the green arrow. And at the front of the line, there was a guy. Just I don't know how even to describe him. He probably went to ASU. He was probably like a 20-something white guy with messy hair and a shitty car. And behind him there was this like redhead girl on her phone sitting down, like she was like texting, she was just waiting. And I like sort of like take notice of him because he has his windows down. They both have their windows down for some reason. It was a nice day. And he checks out in his rear view mirror, and he sort of like notices her, and then he looks in his other mirror, and he's like sort of like looking back in his car at her, and he sticks his head out the window, and he goes, "Hey, baby," and I'm like. That like I wasn't ready for that.
I wasn't ready for that.
But then
either.
I was like, oh, he knows her. Like they know each other, and they're like, you see someone in traffic, and he's like doing a joke, and she is
Ooh.
on her phone.
See, now you don't know
looking
for
down.
sure
Yeah,
that
now
that's
I don't
what's
know.
happening.
And then he does it again, and he leans out. He's like, hey, I can't. Can I use your microphone? Hey, sweetie. And he hits on his car. He hits his car door like this. Hard.
Oh.
And
He really doubles down on this.
yeah, no, he's
Well, at this point,
my mom's
she
like,
has to look.
nope.
Otherwise,
No.
No.
Oh,
no.
she's right here. And my mom's like, are you serious?
You
And I was
serious?
like, I'm like,
I hate this part of town. This shit happens all the time.
I'm like, he's catcalling a girl who's in the car behind him. And he goes in his rearview mirror and he honks the horn like 2 or 3 times at somebody behind him. And he leans his head out the window. And I'm like 2 lanes, like 1 lane of opposite traffic over, like
Okay.
on the sidewalk. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, woof. and he doesn't do anything. And I swear to God, I went. I put my hand up and I said, "Woof."
You
And
monster. Well, he's going the other way. You're pretty safe. You know?
And he like sees and he's like he just
Ooh.
goes and he just sits down. And we just went to dinner. But
Huh.
I'm like,
And
you
he went and
never
he fucked
see
that
it.
lady. You don't know how the story really ended.
Oh. Yeah,
That worked.
She followed him home.
This guy knows what he wants and he knows how to ask for it. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Horn honks. That's what I need. What a girl wants.
She's a 3-horn honk girl.
Shout out.
Well, that's fun. I haven't had much traffic, much interesting traffic lately. I feel like normally I have so many interesting weirdos that I make eye contact with because I make eye contact with everybody.
I've been doing it a lot more lately. Like
You should.
Because on my drive to work.
You know why? No one wants you to. Nobody wants you
Why is
to.
it so weird?
It's confrontational.
You know,
Dude,
like,
somebody got, I think I talked about this already. Somebody got shot
yeah,
because of looking at somebody funny. What does that mean? Dude, I look funny at everybody. I'm going to get shot.
What's a good look to pull up at somebody?
Here's me pulling up, and here's me just
all right,
this is a casual.
I'm gonna be us. I'm in the car next to you. I'll notice you.
Wait, we can't look at each other because they won't be able to even. They're us.
What? How do I sit?
Just face me, and then you turn, and that's the look you give.
Oh, I want you to give me the face. Like I'm in the car next to you.
But then I'm saying they won't be able to see where the face is.
So that's why I'm sitting like. Well, let's cut to a clip.
You want us to? We're in a vehicle where we're in a V formation, facing the same way, like a giant mouse pointer of a car.
You go, I go. You go, I go.
I'll control the left. You control the right.
It's like a really inefficient
Have you ever-
roundabout.
Oh my God. Let's talk about this. Have you ever done any of the weird rides that are meant for you to work together to operate a vehicle?
Oh.
Like a tandem bike is the bare minimum.
No, I've never done anything.
Okay,
like
so
that.
a tandem bike, you're both just pretty much
Please explain a
pedaling
tandem bike to the
and
audience.
moving. So that what I'm just saying is that's really simple.
But
It's hard to fuck that
Does
up.
only the first front person steer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the other person just needs to keep the thing
Nice.
moving. But I guess you could hold it down and force the other person not to move. I don't know. Anyway, pretty easy to do.
Okay.
Other ones, have you ever seen a paddle boat where two people get in and they both
You know what, dude?
pedal like this?
I have. I've done when I was in Puerto Rico, we went
did
out on
those?
the bioluminescent lake and we had it was just canoes, but it was somebody's in the front, somebody's in the back. I was in the back because I was the bigger person and she was up front. And so you have to work together because you have to go opposite to go straight, and you have to go. So that's the closest thing I've done.
Okay,
But
yeah,
we
so
were
you're
good at
actually
that.
doing the arms too. Yeah, that's even more complicated because you're really relying on each
And
other.
we were it was through a river with trees going like a rainforest. That's what we were
trying
going
not
through.
to. It's like when we have the one thing we do in Arizona, which is super popular for some fucking reason, is this river where you just float down this river in tubes in the middle of the day, and they're usually fucking wasted.
There's this thing you go get drunk and cancer at the same time. That's what you do. That's your day.
You wear no sunscreen and you wear a lot of alcohol, and you just kind of row your boat down the river for hours.
How long
just
is it? I've
baking
never
in the
done it.
sun. It's hours. It's at least.
It's multiple hours.
least
Are
a
there
couple hours.
stops, or do you just start and then
It's a day. You know what I mean? You're doing this for a day because you gotta, and to really do it right, not to burn yourself, you gotta wrap your whole thing in towels, dude. It's a fucking ordeal. That's not what I was gonna talk about though. One time I'm gonna give a shout out to my cousin Elise.
Let's shout out. Let's
Shout out cousin
cut to a
Elise,
clip, Elise.
out there in Oregon. We went. I don't even know what we were doing, but for some reason we were like on these little canoes out in the middle of the ocean.
Mhm. Okay, so it was also a canoe.
It was like in a little bay or something. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
but
It's
it was
not
a
like
canoe.
it's not like way out in the ocean, but it's in some sort of I don't know what a canoe is versus some sort of other boat.
It's like you just sit one person in front of
Yeah,
the other.
one person in front of the
essentially.
other.
I guess it's the shape, but it's you have a double oar.
I'm trying to
and you
remember
go
if
like
my
that.
legs were like inside, like 'cause you know how a canoe you're like kind of like in it a little bit
Uh-huh.
versus a boat where you're like usually
Yeah,
just sitting on a
on top
bench.
of water. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how it was. Either way, it was just me and her in this
Mhm.
thing, and so we were relying on each other to like make the thing move because we're taking one side
Mhm.
each and we're following this tour guide, and the tour guide goes into this cave, and it was sick, dude. Like this is like a stormy day. I'm out on the ocean. It's super. It's like it's not like crazy windy.
Good day to take this metal stick.
It's not. No. It's just like it's Oregon, so it's always like overcast and pretty and windy, and so like we're going into this cave, and there's like you can like see these things moving underneath, and it's like and you can see all this life and like colors, and there's like they have lights built in so you can see more underneath, and I was just like, what is happening? This is so pretty. And as we're coming out of it, someone goes, what are these big fish?
Uh-huh.
And she's like, those are tiger shark. And she's like, and for the most part, they are harmless. They really have no reason to bother you. I mean, they're carnivorous, but they don't typically attack any of us. So just
Aren't
keep
those-
on moving, and we're going to be all right. Okay. Now, imagine by the way, for context, I'm probably 10 years old when this is happening.
Gosh. Oh goodness. Oh no.
And my cousin Elise that is with me is maybe my age now, right? She's like 10 years
Okay.
older than me.
Okay.
So yeah, she's like 20 or something
Okay.
when this happens. And she's like, Julian, are you afraid of sharks? And I was like, yeah, I think everyone should be. And she was just
Yes, rightly
she's
so.
like,
Am I afraid of water monsters?
And then she
Yeah.
starts tickling me because back then there was a huge thing with that family in mind. That part of the family was a big tickle thing. Like they like tickling, and I was ticklish as hell. I'm like, oh, I didn't want it because I knew what it would do to me, and I didn't like it. I didn't want it, and so I'm already like, no, let's not do that. All right, cuz let's cut it out. So I start trying to make us go again. And then she I don't know why she thought this was a good idea, but she slowly starts like rocking the boat as I'm trying to like move it forward.
No.
And eventually we flip over.
You're lying.
No. We completely flip over, and the whole rest of the tour like comes back and like surrounds us. And like we have like life vests on, so we're not like in the water. We're just like floating there, and I'm just like, Elise, what the hell? Why did you do this? And she's like laughing her ass off, and we're slowly flipping it over and getting in. I have no idea where the sharks are because we're out in the ocean part
Dude,
now.
I don't feel well.
So I don't know. Like it's just water.
No,
you know what I mean?
That's the scariest thing in the world. That's
So-
the scariest thing that I think to me.
I'm like freaking out, and they managed to like pull me up and get back in, and we went back to shore, and I'm alive today, and I just want to give a shout out to Elise for being the funniest fucking person alive.
You piece of shit.
That's so fucking funny.
I hate you so much.
It's so fucking funny. She's like a mom now and stuff. But it's so funny that she did that, and I'm probably misremembering that. Like I have a ton of weird memories.
You did the whole thing. You started it.
Not that part of it. Maybe what would happen is that she tickled me, and then that made me flip
then
it,
you flipped it.
and that was it, something like that. But either way,
I'm
I might be misremembering how dangerous the situation was, but it felt dangerous at the time. I was really scared.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. I think that lady lied to you about tiger sharks. The tiger shark is reported to be responsible for a large share of fatal shark bite incidents.
Yeah, since then, I've
It
heard
is
very
regarded
different
as the
information
most
about
dangerous
tiger sharks.
shark species. They often visit shallow reefs, harbors, and canals, creating the potential for encounter with humans.
Yes. So that's exactly. And, as a kid, I don't think I would have been able to read that woman's tone, but there's a good chance that she was actually a little scared when she said that.
No,
and
it
I didn't
sounds like-
notice.
It sounds like she was like, "Oh, fuck! I hope they don't ask about these. Jesus Christ, let's go."
Oh, these. What
are these fish?
Hadn't noticed. Just don't fall.
And she has, wow, there's fish here.
I'd like to get someone else's perspective on that. There's a good chance that it happened totally differently.
Can we call her? Call Elise right now. Bring her into the podcast.
I don't want to call Elise.
Please call her right
I don't
now.
want to bother.
What are the odds that you call her right now?
You want to do odds on it? Okay. One in like what? I'll keep it interesting. 1 in 6.
Look at the camera. 3.
Oh fuck! I don't want to bother. I
3.
don't even know what time it is there.
3, 2, 1,
3.
4. Damn it!
Oh, that was close.
Damn it!
We'll sleep well.
Can I call her?
No, but I'll consider. Maybe I'll message her and see if
Yeah,
she wants to talk about it some other time. That'd be funny.
Because I'd like to know the truth. I'd like to get to the bottom of this.
What do you want to talk about?
I could tell you. Well, if you'd noticed, if you're watching the podcast on the
on the Blu-ray VHS combo.
Things are different.
Thank you for purchasing it. Now the commentary on this episode should start right here. Go ahead and click it. You should listen now.
And press play now.
I hated filming this episode. This is the part when I realized I didn't like Ty anymore.
This one,
It was something with the lighting. I think.
feel like it couldn't have been more of a mutual decision than it was.
At this point, this is the one. This is the one. I almost killed him. Honestly, after this one, after we wrapped, I almost killed the man.
So, these light bulbs are dead. We got lights.
They look really cool too. They can be changed at will. So let us down the comments down below. What color do you want to see next?
We'll make it happen.
We'll stay up overtime looking for that color.
That's the shittiest interactive aspect of a podcast.
Oh my God, they did it! It's orange.
I said
they did it.
I commented orange last week. It's orange.
I've been commenting orange for 39 weeks, and they finally saw mine and did
The
orange.
lights are just on. They're just in.
We
The
just do
white
random.
balance is just off.
Each time we just hit random. We don't even look at the comments. Hope that's somebody's day just made. Oh, wait. Someone's being a real smart ass.
So, I knew I wanted some smart bulb.
Some smart bulb.
What?
Huh?
What was that? What did that mean?
What did that mean to you?
Smart bulb.
Yep. Yeah, you nailed it on the head.
So I went to Best Buy, right? And I walked in and I went up to the guy and I was like, "So, what do you guys have for like smart bulb? Like
What's
home
your
devices?"
smartest bulb?
What are your SAT scores for these bulbs?
Can you direct me to the most intelligent bulb you have?
Which of these bulbs can help me with my math homework?
I'm a man of science.
How smart are these bulbs? On a scale
I know what a Tesla coil is, if that helps you pick a bulb for me. So, no big deal.
And he starts showing me some, and he gives me like a middle ground of the expensive option, and then there's one. And he's like, "Oh, these are cheap, like the cheap version." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm looking around. And I look at them, and it's like, I feel like I wanted 2 bulbs. I either wanted one because I was just gonna do one of these 3 because I wasn't using this at all. The reason I wanted it was because I have that light switch on all the time because it controls the fan, and I never turn the fan off. So I wanted to be able to say, turn my lights on, and it would do it.
Right.
Since it's just always on anyways.
Sure. That's cool.
And so
Good
I figured one
opportunity.
would be better than nothing because I'm not using it at all. So I was just going to get one. But they had a 2-pack for like $35.
Nice.
So I was like, that seems like a good price for being the middle ground and relative to the other options. Because the other one was like Philips Hue, which Matt uses apparently. But it was like $100-something. It was ridiculous.
Shout out to Matt. He makes big boy money.
Big money boy. And so I go with like the two bulb option for $35, and I go up, and the guy was super nice. He was like talking to me the whole time, like explaining everything. And he's like, "Yeah, I use these. Like they're great. A bunch of things you can do with them. They're like made for Google Home."
It works great.
And so I get them, and I go to pay, and he scans them, and it's not $35.
Oh.
It's like $60,
Oh.
or like $59, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, that's not like in my head. I was like, oh, the tag was in the wrong place. Fuck. And but I didn't. I still got them because I didn't want to like be rude because the guy was so nice, and I wanted two anyways. But it was like a little more than I wanted to pay.
You didn't want to be rude.
I got the bulbs.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's not rude.
But
That's just you needing the right product.
But I did. But I knew I wanted two, and I was like, oh, that's
I guess,
just
but
how
any normal
expensive two
person
are.
would have just been like, "No, that's not what I wanted, so I'm putting it back."
I didn't do that.
All right, well, congratulations, you have two.
I
But something tells me there's more to this story.
because I see.
I see 3 colors. Make that 4.
So I come home and I open the box, and there are no instructions, which I don't like always use instructions, especially with this. I figure you'd probably just turn it on and connect it, but I like the peace of mind of having them. But on the back of the box, there's just like 3 steps. It just says screw it in, turn it on, and open your Google Home and connect. And so I'll show you what happens when I go to do that, and I'll take a screenshot for the podcast. But you go here and you go to set device, and it brings you to this screen, and you press this button here, and the first option that it gives in like a list of things that you can connect is the C by G&E smart bulb, which is the ones I had. So it's the first thing on the list. Let me just before I forget. And it's like, here, do you have this? Then use this. And so I clicked on that, and I clicked my home, and I was like, okay, go ahead, and nothing happened. It was like searching, can't find, searching, can't find. So I was just doing one at a time. So I switched it out. I did the other. I was like, oh, maybe that one's weird. And the second one, nothing. So I'm like, okay, and I tried both of them, and they're just not. The app is not finding it. So I'm like, maybe it's the app, and I delete it and I reinstall it.
Were the bulbs not updated to the most recent software?
That's the thing.
No way.
No. Listen.
I was totally kidding. Oh my god. The bulbs needed to be updated. That's totally it. Fuck. I'm a genius.
So I deleted the Google Home app and re-downloaded it, and to make sure it was updated, and that didn't work. And I looked up how to reset. Something was in my mouth. You know when you do that and your whole head shakes?
We're playing the trombone and your whole head's shaking.
No, but like your eyes are all fucked up for a second. So I'm like, okay, it must be the bulbs. And I search how to factory reset, and it might have, I feel like this came up in another podcast that we listened to, but I had to sit through this whole thing to do this. Does this mean anything to you? Let me, hold on.
Why have we talked about this
clip.
before?
Other devices and apps that it's connected to. There are 2 factory reset processes.
Okay, so
We've talked about this before.
Have we?
I don't know if it was on the podcast.
It might not have been, but this is the product that I bought. It was this one. And I was standing here.
Start with your bulb off for at least 5 seconds.
This is the one. What is this from?
This is from Dynamic Banter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so funny. I was like, this is from something. Oh, this isn't that. That's why I've seen it before.
Off for 2 seconds. Turn on for 8 seconds.
I have it already.
Turn off for 2 seconds.
And I'm standing here with using like the thing on my.
Turn off for 2 seconds.
Forgot about this. This is so fucking crazy. How long is this?
It goes so long.
3 minutes. Oh
no.
my God.
There's two different
Did you
options.
so this is what you had to do?
Yeah, so I was doing this. I was standing here with the light thing, fucking crying. I was laughing.
That's so.
I was
Why didn't you film that? Oh my God. Oh, that's so funny. Damn it.
because I left my camera at work. Actually, that's why
No,
I
just
didn't
on your
film
phone, dude. Oh, that would be a snap.
it. So
And like with it playing. Oh fuck. That's funny. That's funny as fuck.
I did that whole thing. Fucking nothing. It didn't even goddamn work.
What?
Man. They didn't. It still didn't connect.
Then what's the?
I took them back. I just took them back. And I was like, hey, I did everything. I told her, I said, I'm at my wit's end. The lady. And she's like, do you want a refund?
You did not tell that woman that you were at your wit's end.
I did everything.
No.
An hour.
Clarify. If you said out loud to this Best Buy employee that you were at your wit's end with these light bulbs. I have a college degree and I couldn't crack this thing. I had to watch a YouTube video and that was very confusing.
I told her. I said I did everything. I reinstalled the app.
I've been awake for nights.
No, listen. I said I reinstalled the app and I factory reset the light bulbs, which was a process. That's a direct quote.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "Do you want a refund?" I was like, "No, I just want different ones. So I'm just gonna go. Can I just have like a car?" She's like, "No, just go get what you want and bring it back here, and then we'll do that." I'm like, "Oh yeah, of course. I'm fucking stupid." So I go and I look at the Philips for a little bit longer. I'm like, I don't want to spend this much for fucking light bulbs, and they're not even like as bright as some of the other ones that I had. And I go to the cheap ones, and I look it up, and it has like decent reviews. And there's one, it's like a 2-pack with it needs like a module kind of thing to connect to that you like plug in and connect to the internet.
Okay.
But it was like a 2-pack for $69. So I was like, oh, that's not cheaper. That's a little.
And that's what got you.
Yeah, but and then right next to that 2-pack was a 4-pack that was 50% off for also $69. It was the exact same price as the 2-pack. And now we're here. And they work great. Set up in no time.
Wow, that was an adventure. I didn't know how that was going to end. I mean, I knew how it was going to end.
Yeah, you did. You knew I made it, but you didn't. It's all about the journey. And with
George Lucas.
Thank you, George. Let's get a quick shout out to George Lucas.
Every time.
Let's take a break. That's a great noise. That was like a bonk on the head. Let's.
Dunk.
I'm gonna just put the noise in.
Oh,
You didn't react.
one more time.
Are you a stage actor?
One more time.
So.
All right, so we're going to play a game, guys. We're
We have
going to
a-
play a
we have
little
a new
game,
segment.
dudes.
And it's called
Lie in the haystack.
Luth?
What? I'm calling it, I think it should be called Find the Lie in the Haystack.
Find the lie in the haystack? Lie in the...
Because it's bad.
Okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm in.
Or no, it's worse. Welcome back to Haystack Lie. Hay, stack, or lie. Which one is it? It's none of those.
Except for the lie, there's one of those.
Let me explain the game. So,
Haystack
we
lie.
are each going to tell a story, a true story that happened to us. It can be any story about any time, anywhere, anyhow. Eventually, we should probably come up with like a theme to force ourselves into. And then the other person has to listen to the story, and the person telling the story will slip in one detail that's a lie. And the person has to see if they can catch what that detail is. The rest of the story is going to be true, so hopefully they're fun little stories.
I think I know you well enough. I don't know.
Should the-
I'm not sure what
Wait,
story
okay.
you're
So
gonna
should
tell.
the detail that I change be about my
You could change whatever you want.
my mindset?
I just say
I don't know how I'm supposed to make it about how you know me.
let's just go. You just go first.
All right.
I'm ready because I still need to think of my.
Okay, so I've told this story a few times, and I don't remember if you're in the story. But one time when I was in like my sophomore year of college, I want to say, Tim had a little get together.
Okay.
Some of the girls from our old class were in town. And, I think some of the boys maybe wanted to see some of the girls because they still had feelings for some of the girls or something. I don't know what was going on exactly. I didn't really want to go at all because every time it was like let's just casually have the girls over. It was just like, let's just watch Tim flirt with the girl or Nick flirt with the girl. And, I'm just there. And I was always just like, why don't you guys, I get that it's awkward to do it alone, but it's really better. Anyway.
Called
So,
out.
That's just that's how it is.
On blast.
That's just life.
Roast them.
And I'm sure that's what they were doing too. Anytime the girls would invite guys over, I was never invited because they were like, let's see what Julian's up to. They were always just like, hey, let's invite one more fluffer here. Let's get some buffer room here. Let's get a real flaccid penis in
We
the
need
room.
a wet blanket.
We need a wet blanket. I'm wrapped up in a wet blanket, laying on a wet blanket. That's me, and I'm welcome to the party.
I'm a wet.
Anyway, so I was hanging out, and they were getting shwasted, and by they I mean one person. It was went shot for shot with our friend Nick, and let me tell you, Nick was a frat boy, so he wins that battle every time.
Was I here? Was I there? Was I present?
I don't know. I don't feel.
I had to.
I
Have
feel
been.
like your girlfriend at the time might have been there. So maybe
I feel
you would
like
have.
I
been
remember this.
I don't remember the. I don't remember. It really wasn't a good day. I wasn't even having a good time. I just wanted to leave, and so they're all getting drunk. But everyone's getting appropriately drunk. It's 4 PM when we started hanging out, and
Dude,
they're already
I
getting
can't-
hammered. And so by the time 7 PM rolls around, they're gone. You know what I mean? And so I'm just trying to play some Smash Bros, and all my friends are inebriated out of their fucking minds. I don't even know what they were drinking at the time. It was probably just
Fire.
it was probably I don't even know. I don't know. I don't drink, so it doesn't matter. Probably Mike's Hard Lemonade and whiskey or some
Yeah.
stupid shit like that.
Mixed drinks.
And so, and I don't drink, so I just had to watch. I might have been otherwise intoxicated, but I pretty much was just sitting out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, had a bad night, and by the end of the night, our good friend was his body was no longer welcoming alcohol, if you know what I mean. So he was not feeling well, and he was very tired. And so he was just kind of he kept just slumping over and rolling onto his stomach and stuff. And Nick was like, dude, you can't lay like that. You're going to throw up and choke or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you need to lay like this.
Uh-huh.
And he would fix him. And then a few minutes later, would slide down off the couch onto the floor. And we'd have to pick him back up. He was so drunk. And he was talking gibberish. He was just like, hey, man, I'm good. He was just like, hey, man. Dude, I don't even know, man. You guys are good. You're good friends. You're good friends. You're good. You care. It was like that. It was just sad
Yeah.
nonsense. And I was just like, okay, buddy.
I welcome back to sad nonsense.
It's going to be all right. And I couldn't even relate, really, because I don't really get drunk. So I was just like, okay, chill. And Nick's just like, all right, man. I got to take off. So he's your problem. And I was just like, what? And he's like, yeah, I mean, I hate to do this, but you pretty much just need to keep a little bit of an eye on him. He should be fine.
God, I don't remember.
And I was just like, I don't really feel qualified. I feel like you know what you're doing. You used to take care of guys in the frat house. And he was just like, yeah. And I'm telling you, you're going to be fine. So, yeah.
I gotta go
He's like, I
home.
really want to sleep at home. That's really what it was.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, all right. So then I was in charge. I just remembered why I don't want to tell this story. I just remembered a crucial detail about why I don't want to tell this story.
I remembered it too. Well, just say it right now. I'm just going to cut all this.
Because of someone else that might listen. I don't know if they ever really knew about that or what happened. Because I never really said anything.
What happened? Have you told me the lie yet? Have you slipped in the lie?
No. So wakes up in the middle of the night, and he's laying on the couch, and there's like a table in between us, and then I'm laying on the floor in front of the TV in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets up in the middle of the night, and he's just moaning and groaning because the whole time he just didn't feel good, and he's just like, oh man. Walks up. Also, can you blur his name?
Yeah.
He walks up to me, and I'm just like, hey man, are you okay? And he just, dude, eyes complete. He's like sleepwalking. Eyes closed, doesn't see me. Starts pulling down his pants. Pulls out his small penis. And then all over the that I was sleeping on. I want you to bleep every detail of that story. Except what you don't have to. Including whose house that was, everything.
They're gonna know.
I don't care. I want to try. Because I'm not happy about what happened.
He's gonna know. They're all gonna know.
Anyway. It was horrifying. And I barely survived myself. What part of that was a lie?
Oh. Was it not tiny?
Dude, as a fucking hammer. I never wanted to see it. I promise. In a million years, I would have wished to never see it. But I did. Good for him. Dude, good for you, man.
You know,
rock on.
You know those like the
if I remember correctly.
You know the Costco bottles
which I'm
of
pretty
vodka.
Sure I do. The Costco what?
Bottles of vodka. Like when you set that down on a table, that's the noise it made when he took it out.
It was. I don't even know if it was impressive or just more impressive than I expected.
Can we leave any of that in? Is there any?
You can cut the whole segment if you want to. I just wanted to tell that story. I hate that story. I hate that happened in my life, and I had to see that happen.
That's so funny.
And who it is too in my life that I don't need to hear that. God. You know.
I mean, should I even go? Yeah. Do I go now?
Because if anything, if you don't want to leave that in, we'll do yours.
Dude, I can't. I don't know. Mine is okay. This is my story. Is going to be about the first time that I ever in my whole life saw another man's penis.
No way.
Yeah,
what are the odds we tell penis stories? Hi, welcome back to Penis Stories.
That has to be the name of the episode.
Penis Stories, right?
Damn it. That's got to be
now streaming on Netflix.
Be the name of the segment. Oh, every time we do it, no matter what the topic is.
It's the opposite of the vagina stories. Monologues, the penis stories.
That's so good. So, God, how old was I? Underage, I'll say. I wasn't 18. But Matt sure was.
Oh, is that the man? Is that the man? Oh, that's not what How is that worse than what I was expecting? Why is that worse?
What were you expecting?
Just some guy like at the gym.
The gym? No, not me. Not when I was. No.
You never know. Maybe on a tour. These are the locker rooms. They're state of the art. Oh,
sinks in here. Nice. Big fan of sinks.
Everyone is welcome. All shapes and sizes. All right, follow me.
Why you laugh at that? Why did you laugh when you said that?
I was just. If we move this way, we got to see the cafeteria.
The cafeteria. Oh, it's pizza day.
Yeah, That was a tour of an elementary school.
So
That was the coach.
I really don't know how old I was. I'm trying to think of when was around. What grade was he? Do you remember?
He was
that?
around in my 10th grade.
Okay, so I had to at least spend like.
Same year of our stories. What
No,
the
really?
fuck? No,
Oh wait, no, you said I
I'm
thought
a
you said
sophomore
Yeah,
of-
yeah.
college. Still though.
Parallels. I woke back to penis parallels.
Parallels in tandem. tandem penises.
What is that? How does that happen? That has to happen in the womb.
What? It's a rare condition. You're not going to believe this. Try not to be so judgmental when you see it. I have a tandem penis.
What is it? Oh, I didn't even know what to expect.
This one moves this one forward. Oh, God. What does that mean? I don't know what to picture, but they're all bad. I'm sorry.
So I wasn't like really friends with Matt at that time. Like we hung out. And
Who
we,
could
like,
be?
Jit.
The man was insane.
But I was around him a lot because I was close friends with Michael, and we were just swimming at his house. He had a great pool. They had a great house. We were there all the time. You remember?
Yeah, I like that house.
I
never went swimming there, but I like that house.
Mm-hmm. So we were doing that, and I remember coming out of I had like gotten out of the pool, right? And it was me and Michael, and we were like doing something inside, and Matt and were outside swimming as well. And I had like come in to go to the bathroom and like
Just realized another similarity between our stories. Our friends' penises.
what?
Penises of our friends.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that not who you're about to? No, go ahead. Tell me. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself.
No, it was Matt. Oh, but
Then I don't see the confusion.
So I would like go into like to the shower to change, I'm pretty sure, out of the swimsuit, and I like come back out to get a towel, and I ask for a towel because you got somebody outside, you need like a towel. And I go to ask, and Matt turns around and he's like, "Yeah, I got a towel." And he takes his towel off. Just nothing. I don't know when he took them off, but he's just not wearing anything. And I don't know how old
I've ever heard. What a fucking crazy thing to do. What a fucking crazy asshole.
was he ready for that? Why was he already naked? Why did he already have no pants on?
Well, I think that's how you get dry. Really, is the
Yeah, but
that's the worst. Why is it when you go to a swim party or whatever, you roll a towel over your damp swimsuit and you're like, let me dry off this never-ending wetness on my legs? That's fucking stupid. You need to get naked.
I guess.
Now,
okay.
it's too risky because no one knows how to hold up a towel. But that's what needs to happen, okay? And I'm saying sign the petition down below, so we got to do something
Link
about it.
petition.com.gov. So he
Change.
and it was how old could he have been? I don't know. But he didn't seem to have encountered any sort of like razor or shaving.
Okay, yeah. I mean, why? I mean,
Because that's what I remember.
Just that part of it.
That's a lot of hair.
He's a hairy man.
That's a lot of hair.
And now
God.
that you're older, I'm sure you empathize, right? Let's get to a clip.
Call back.
No, let's get to a clip of your butthole.
Let's go to a clip. Let's go to a close up of my asshole.
Let's trim your butthole. Welcome back to.
Okay. So that's my story. And
Thank you for your time.
There's a bit of a lie in there. I don't know if you could get it.
Okay, let's run it back. Let's run through some of the details. All right. Now, how was involved?
He was just there. That's where he stayed.
Oh,
He
right.
was
So he was also
yeah,
swimming. Okay. So I don't think it's any of the weird details like that. Okay, let's talk about, what did Matt say? What was the quote?
Oh, I have a towel.
Oh, I have a towel. Is it possible that he said something funnier, or nothing at all? More shockingly would be that he just threw it at you. And also very likely. Okay, what else? What could it be? What if he was completely shaven? And that's the lie. He's actually hairless. And that's what stuck with you. That could be it. I bet money on that.
Which one are you going to go with? This is for all the marble.
Wait a minute. At that time, Matt was very smooth. I remember seeing him shirtless for my movie at the time many times. My God, the man would just take his shirt off for no reason. Literally, I would be like, he would show up on set and he'd be already shirtless, and he'd be like, "Where's my costume?"
We don't know. You need a.
And I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know. We're not shooting you for another hour." Like, and he'd be like, "All right," and he'd just chill. I'm gonna say, no hair at all.
That's you think it was a lie?
I think that's the lie.
Julian? Sorry to say that's not the lie. That wasn't it.
Fuck.
It was no, there was plenty of hair.
Now I'm not getting those life-saving drugs. Okay, then what was the lie?
He didn't say anything. You almost had it.
Really?
He
Fuck.
didn't say anything. He didn't say anything at all.
Damn it. Oh, that's so much funnier.
He just sort of. I don't even think I asked for a towel. He
locked
just sort
eyes
of
with you
exposed
and-
himself to me. That was all.
That's a crime. Hey, Matt. Shout out to you. We just doxed you for a complete crime. You just flashed a child.
What's the
Fucking
statute
lunatic.
of?
Limitations? 30 minutes. After that, it's just
that's
your word against his.
That is just dust in the wind. Oh,
That was fun. We should play that again.
That was good. Yeah, well, yeah, that was good. We
All
didn't
right.
even. We'll
All
do
right.
themes like this, but on purpose. How about that?
We're at 20. Do you want to do another, or what do you want to do?
The last one was 37. But I do have some stuff to cut.
3 hours?
Let's just keep going.
But we were just in the middle of a game, so I'm confused on what to. Are we just?
Thank you.
Good.
We did something together.
Oh,
Last
I knew you were going to talk
couple
about
weeks
this
ago.
on camera. I tell you what. Go ahead.
Note for next time: just less lube, which you wouldn't think would be a note, because less lube, more tongue.
Can I give you some constructive feedback?
Easy on the lube.
Easy on the ice next time.
So yeah, we did. We recorded some soccer games.
Oh my God, have we not talked about
no,
that?
we haven't.
Oh fuck! Oh my God, dude, yeah. Okay, well, what? Okay, I know what you're gonna want to talk about. You're going to talk about. Okay, listen up. If you're a parent out there and your child plays soccer, chill out.
Be
Chill
better.
out.
Be better. If your kid plays sports,
Any
and
sport.
Dude, this
They're not good at it. Listen.
and that's
Listen,
okay.
the best ones are not that good at it.
And I'll
okay?
tell you this as
They're
well.
children.
Ma'am, you weren't good either.
You weren't as good back then. You're not good now. And that's okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
You have that real estate license. And
Go-
whenever you get around to using it, you're gonna be great at something.
Find a hobby for yourself.
No one,
Just you. And
no one
not
raised-
your poor child.
no one raised a girl quite like Vanessa, who is kicking the shit out of those girls' shins. She's just eviscerating the other girl's shins, slide tackling literally every fucking play.
Cleat up.
Just kicking out of bounds because that's. I'll tell you what, soccer.
50% of the
Soccer is just kicking it out of bounds. It's literally just like, oh, that person might score. Nope. Try again.
Get that out of
Let's
here.
reset. I wanted to be over there. And they move over 2 feet, and they're like, now I feel better about this. It's fucking, and that's kids soccer. Like, I've seen professional soccer. It's nuts. That thing is going back and forth.
Really?
You know what I mean?
I've never really watched.
Because those men and those women, but anyone in the FIFA level soccer is so athletic. I think they're some of the strongest athletes in the world because that's a very. Hey Jenna. Hold on.
You're on the podcast.
You're welcome to Hi, welcome back to. What's up?
I am just calling you as background since I'm here by myself.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the back here. So what were we saying?
Feel free to chime in if you have any input.
What are you saying? What was I saying?
Let's talk about this lady. The woman at the soccer tournament.
Oh, you know,
I
wasn't there for that. I mean, I was
weren't?
there, but I didn't hear. I had my headphones
Really?
in for that one.
Dude,
It's all you.
This lady cared more about this child's soccer game than I do about just anything. Than I ever have about anything ever.
I know, dude. The passion on the parents' part is unnecessary.
It's like
No one should be that
uncomfortable
excited about anything.
for everybody involved.
I'll say it again. I cannot stress this enough. Please, chill out.
Calm down.
No one's
It
asking
just
you to do
doesn't
this.
matter.
No one
She
wants
was
you
like-
to do this.
like-
Your kid really doesn't want you to do this.
Every time like the ball got past like half court but
Sure.
onto the wrong side, she was like
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
no,
Oh
like
shit!
it was
Oh
like
shit!
it
Oh
was
shit!
like legit genuine like like panic like
Oh.
screams and noises and I'm like dude.
No way!
Yes.
Oh fuck! I wish I'd taken my headphones out. Damn it! That sounds
Um,
hilarious.
And she would like when you get like jump scare, like when you're in a haunted house, the kind of screams that you do when you're like not ready to be scared. That was like the shit.
I wish I felt
that she
that
was
way
doing.
about something like a sport.
I
My God!
I wish I cared that much. Like I just don't care at all.
What would be really funny
she
is
was-
if at the end she was just a fan. No kid involved. She just loves the sport.
That's such a good bit. That's so funny.
Oh my God! Great
To
game,
just go to,
team.
like,
Great game. I'm
middle
sorry.
school-
Whose child is your?
I
No,
no, dude. I just love
just
the
walked
game,
in.
man. I'm a real
Paid entry like everybody else. No, great game out there, girls. And she slaps one on the ass. Good game. Good game.
Oh, that reminds me. Another guy, dude. A lot of people got hurt. So to clarify, we were the camera guys for filming the soccer games.
Uh-huh.
So we're sitting there on these like giant cameras, like 18 feet, something
Oh,
up in the
yeah.
air, and we're like moving and panning and zooming,
Like real
and
professional
every
camera
time
boys.
somebody got injured, I zoomed right in on that shit. I got some
I would,
nice framing.
I don't know why you
I got
did that.
Super.
I would always leave it wide. I'd always just be like, oh shit, I don't want to see
You've
this.
seen the professional games. That's what they do.
What? Zoom in on the injury? Yeah.
So
But I didn't think that's what the parents wanted. I didn't think the parents at home were like, oh fuck, I hope they zoom in when Gavin tripped. That stupid bitch. I forgot they were all women that we watched.
But one of them got hurt, and the coach was there, came out to take him off the field. Just way too low on the back of the hand. Just not.
I saw a
just
little bit
where
of
it's
that
just
too.
not
I saw some
okay.
handsy coaches.
Why? Why is it every man? Why is every man a trash
Let
man?
go of the girls. God damn it. They can walk. Or they can't. You know, there's no half.
But it wasn't at all he wasn't Like you would get like under their arm, other arm a little bit to like support them
No,
a little
he's
bit,
just-
or just like on, just resting above the butt.
Cupping the lower back. Like a gentleman.
Like a true gentleman.
Helping her into the cab. She's drunk and she
Mm-hmm.
needs somewhere to sleep tonight. That's the kind of guy that is.
What else did we do there? What else? Something happened.
Well, I'll tell you what's fun about working outside for 15 hours is that the porta potties are there. And they're the only way to take a. Well, I tell you what, I didn't take a shit while we were there.
Mm-mm.
You just can't.
no, oh,
You couldn't pay me to
Nope.
go there.
Nope.
There's just no.
I didn't even look in there. They had the ones that also had the little weird, shitty plastic urinals, which isn't really a urinal. It's just a tube that goes directly
I peed into that, and that makes you so self-conscious because then the whole urinal rings with the sound of your piss swirling into the toilet. It's so fucking
You
loud.
can hear it
It's
running
like,
down the.
It's like someone attached a hose to the fucking urinal. You know, like I don't care how long you pee, because it'll just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a terrible city. Whoever came up with porta potties, you could have kept going. That's all I'm saying. You had a
Why'd
good
you
idea,
stop there?
and we need more innovation. We need more great minds. Because what the fuck are we doing? We're living like it's fucking 1940 in there. You know what I mean?
It's been the same since
1940.
40. Famously, when the porta potty, the year of the porta potty.
That's what they called it at the time. The year of the porta potty. They didn't even know what
It was
meant.
invented in like September, but
They named it
January-
before the invention was created.
Yeah.
They said, we're making this porta
It's like,
potty
yeah,
year.
they had to give them
Figure it out. And then
And
that's
that's
why
why we have
Einstein
what we
came
have.
up with it.
his famous last words.
He said that we didn't even get that far.
We
at the
didn't.
beginning.
It was before we were recording, but that's funny. We could talk
All right,
about that.
someone write this down. Okay, someone in Hollywood get this. A documentary about Einstein's life. Get it factually 100% correct. 99.99% correct, except for the last quote, which is when he's on his deathbed. And whoever, I don't know if he had a wife or whoever is like with him, and he just says,
What
you're the
is-
wife.
Bless you. What, honey? Allie.
I shouldn't have played with all that radiation.
Is that what he's known for? Were those?
Harry. It's in his pocket. That's all I could think of when I was doing that. Anyway, wait, what am I?
E. What is it? What E? What do you need?
Equals.
What are you saying?
Hold on. And then he pulled out a whiteboard. And then he showed that.
E.
Equals.
Equals.
I'm sorry. This is
Oh,
exactly what he
long
sounded
end.
like. I'm really sorry.
I mean,
Just right in the face. He's just. It's so funny. I farted. Just the idea, because what I kept going with is that now he's writing on her. He starts over. Equals. And then he wrote an MC, and then the 2 was really small, and then he fell over and died. Turns out that is how
that's how
you
we
got
got
the
that's how we
famous
how to calculate.
formula for everything.
Ever.
It's what the E stands for. Now, if only we could crack it. The U.S. government will pay $5,000 to whoever can crack E equals MC squared. It's hot in here, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the. Thanks for doing where you're done doing. I'm gonna turn the AC on. Fuck.